All right, I am not going to hold you back. I am about to say something that is absolutely game breaking. All right, and again, this shout out to 2K Toots for giving some of the most bombshell discovery that I've seen in many 2Ks. I'm flabbergasted that this is the case, and this is why I always said, man, I'm not making a lockdown build until season 2, because I'm just like, bro, like some of this stuff just ain't making any sense, you know. And 2K Toots yesterday, and his title was breaking, right? Breaking, like, you know, he never puts like breaking news, like what? And then he says defender versus ball handler speed tests on NBA 2K26. And I lied to you not. You can have a 56 speed as a defender, and you'll be running just as fast as an offensive player that has 92 speed with ball. Let that sink in. You can have 56 speed as a defender, and you will run faster than somebody that has a 92 speed with ball. That is absolutely cracked and broken, okay? Think about what you've been seeing from other creators, yourself, how you've been making builds, and you know, everybody's like, yo, you gotta have that 90 speed as a lockdown, 90 speed as a lockdown. And I remember talking to some IRLs, and I was like, yo, I don't, like, something's not right, because I feel like my Giannis build is running faster than these guards, like on fast breaks and that type of deal. And then we were all like, oh, well, maybe it's because of your motion style. And I was like, yeah, maybe. Or maybe it's just like a placebo. It's in your head, right? And I'm pretty sure all of y'all, now that y'all heard this, y'all can be in the comments and be like, yeah, yo, I was thinking the same thing. I was like, yo, why is my 75 speed center, like, why is he scooting down the floor? You see, like, he faster than the guards. Because he really is faster than the guards. You are going to be so much faster than the guards. So what does this mean? This means right now, conservatively, you could have a pure lockdown and have 70 speed and be perfectly fine. Almost like you can just put all your equity into strength, try to get legend and move one forcer, and, you know, have, if you feel you still want to have an 80 speed, go 80 speed if you want to on your lockdown, but just know that you're going to be with an 80 speed almost twice as fast as a 92 speed with ball defender. Now, there's two logics to this, okay? One is 2K did this intentionally because they wanted, that was a way to just help defense out in a very high offensive game. They knew that the game was going to be moving up and down. It's going to be up and down, fast-paced type game. So what they did was like, hey, you know, let's just have everybody run fast, and people that doesn't have the ball in their hand, they're going to be able to move fast, right? The second thought is that a 92 speed with ball is not the same as someone at 92 speed running, right? So they're put on two different wavelengths of grading, which again we all know is virtually impossible. If you tell somebody that has a basketball in the hand to run or have a race against somebody that's the same speed as him, but they don't have to dribble the ball, of course they're going to be faster, because one person has to take in consideration dribbling a basketball while the other person can literally just straight up sprint. So I'm thinking that might be the reason also. But for this big and dramatic gap is telling. I want you to understand, it's telling to have that big of a gap. It is like, I don't know, like I'm flabbergasted right now. And I'm so glad I did not make a lockdown yet, because I want to make one, but I'm like, yo, like maybe lockdown shouldn't have steal this year, because you can't get any steals. But then I'm like, well, maybe when season 2 comes in the patch, they'll allow some on-ball steals, right? I don't want to be in that situation where I'm making a lot of builds. So I'm making more offensive builds, just having fun playing offense and just putting the defense on the back burner. Only thing I know for a fact that is really good is a high perimeter defense. You can go as high as you want perimeter defense. You're going to see how bumpy you can get. And then a move one forcer when people are in the paint and that type of deal. Those two badges do really, really well. So those outside of that, everything is just kind of a head scratcher. Okay. And the same thing can go with blocks, right? Just getting a bronze badge to block. Everybody thinks that you need to have a high block so far. That doesn't seem like a high block, low block. Doesn't really matter. You know what I mean? It's just a lot of questions. But the biggest one right now is a simple fact that you do not need a lot of speed to be able to keep up with these speedy small guards. Now, what does that mean for the smaller guards? That just means barbecue chicken now. Like, you're about to be facing people that are going to have a 70-something speed and able to keep up with you running up and down the floor. But now they're going to have a very high perimeter defense. They're going to have a very high strength, because a lot of people avoided strength because they was like, well, you know, because I'm not able to get 90 speed. Well, now you don't need 90 speed. You don't need it. You don't need it at all. So, yeah, 56 speed is the lowest you can go. If you go 55 speed, then the 55 speed and 92 speed with ball will actually run the same. So that is the lowest you can go. Which, again, for me, when I'm thinking about making centers now, that changes everything about how I make a center. A 7'4", and I'm trying to go all skinny and stuff. Hell nah, I'm not. For what? So now I'm just like, bro, I'm just gonna go get that little 60 speed. Because now with 60 speed, I know for a fact I'm faster than everybody on the court on the offensive side. Because I know the guard is going to be the fastest one with speed with ball. And to be honest with you, a lot of people are 6'8". They don't even have a 92 speed with ball. Most of us are going to be around an 86 and 84 or an 80. 80, 84, 86 is where you're going to see most people with the taller guards. So just with a 60 speed, I know that I'm faster than every single person on the offensive side. Like, it changes everything. So I was talking about lockdowns the whole time, but now for your centers, you know, you don't have to worry about that being all skinny and stuff. Everybody making the 7'4s, unless you're trying to get a certain type of speed with ball. I mean, dribble style. You know, you might as well just be as big as you possibly can. Pause. So you can just focus on the strength, because again, perimeter defense and strength do matter in this game. That's one thing that we do know. 2K Labs and 2K Toots both have confirmed that. So again, if you're making your next build, please take this in consideration. You also need to go to 2K Toots' channel and take a look at it, because he breaks it down even more. But this is absolutely insane. This is game breaking. I had to give this to y'all as quick as I possibly can. You know, again, I do not want y'all to waste money on builds. Hopefully this helped you out a lot. Again, shout out to 2K Toots. And y'all let me know in the comment section what y'all feel about this, man. Like, I really want to know, man. So other than that, it's your favorite old head, Uncle Jimmy. I'll be back really, really soon on the Banger Man. You know, when I say back soon on the Banger, you know exactly what I'm talking about. I'm talking about tomorrow, man. I'm out.